All right, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay today. Well, what can I say? In this video, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think that you are here for a bigger purpose? And I know this sounds very cliche. It sounds very, everybody says stuff like this, but there's a difference between knowing about this, talking about it, and actually feeling it inside of your body, and actually living a life that reflects that, right? There's a difference between somebody who you just hear this on the internet and then you decide to talk about it or something like that, right? And then there's somebody else out there who's putting themselves in situations in life, challenging themselves in order to learn lessons and grow from these things. And yeah, like another thing that reflects, or one thing that can reflect, or is a tell sign. What is it? Telltale sign? Yeah. One thing is, you're just very curious by nature. You're extremely curious. And you find yourself trying to expand your knowledge and all kinds of things, from fitness to finances to even your spiritual side. And you would like to become rich in all of these areas. Now, you might have one particular area of life that you lean to more, but you can't really help this sort of like this insatiable uh, desire to really just keep on expanding your knowledge and just becoming better in every sphere of your life that you're interested in. So, me thinking about these things, pondering on this, I've come to I wouldn't say conclusion, but I would say that I've come to entertain the possibility that people that have a wide range of interests are perhaps here for a bigger picture, a bigger calling than most, because otherwise you wouldn't be you know entertaining these other things, as opposed to most who are fine with the just the 9 to 5 or just the daily mundane life things, right? You see, because when you have these interests, there's no way that you're going to perfect your craft in each one of these spheres, at a young age. There's just no way. You're not just going to be somebody who's, like entertaining or something, and just like that's all you can do is be entertaining, right? But there's not much depth to that. Entertainer doesn't necessarily have to have depth, right? Um, an entertainer can learn all of the tricks about all of the whatever makes somebody entertaining. They can learn all of that, obviously, and they can be deep into that knowledge. That's just one sphere of knowledge, and that's just becoming a master at one thing. you know um, a lot of times people tend to give the jack of all trades a bad rap. Jack of all trades, master of none. And then there's people that just master one thing and that's all they focus on. But they don't really expand the horizon. See, that's the difference with a jack of all trades. They actually have a wide range of interests. And though in the beginning, they may not be really proficient in any of their interests, as time goes by, they end up having perfecting or being able to do all of these different things well, you know, and that takes time. So you may not get the success early on in life. It may come later on. But it's similar to like a late bloomer sort of. Has like this sort of late bloomer energy, because obviously it took you some time to actually, you know, be effective in all the arenas that you're interested in. But eventually it's like, bam, here it is. I got knowledge here, knowledge there. And, before you know it, you have all this value to offer to people out there in the world. So that's why I believe that if you are a curious person and you just can't help but to keep on learning more and more and more about all these different things that sometimes don't even seem related, spirituality, then there's just picking up girls, for example, just an example, like superficial thing. There's a superficial area that you're interested in, and then there's the whole complete opposite spiritual side of you. So I kind of believe that if you're one of these people, it makes a lot of sense that perhaps you're here for a bigger purpose, a much bigger purpose than most people. You're not just a master of one, you have the potential to become a master at more than just one thing, but it just takes time. So if you can relate to having that curious brain, I want you to never stop being curious. But I also want you to revisit all of the things that you've researched in the past that you've kind of like only you don't know much about in depth. You know these things on a surface level, but I would encourage you to go back and relearn or see what you didn't learn, or just basically sharpen your knowledge in those areas, so then you can become wholesome in all of those areas slowly and slowly and slowly, at whichever pace you can. We're not all, but yeah, just that's what I would encourage you to do, because if you just never give up on yourself and you believe that you can actually become effective, be a person of real value, in more than just one area of life, not just superficial, not just normal mundane things, not just, fitness and girls and money, but the spiritual side as well. And you also know how to, you have the ability to teach different skills, become a teacher of skills that can help others make money. So you learn these skills first, little by as much as you. The thing is, the reason why I say little by little and to take your time doesn't matter, because it's better, in my opinion, when you try to rush things sometimes. It can become a little stressful, and it can be hard. It can become difficult on your health. And I'm speaking from my own experience. That's why I say take your time, because I know what it's like to kind of just go all hard, go dive into the shit, and then you're kind of like burnt out and you want to rest, but that's, yeah, I'll say that for now. So yeah, if you're that person, man, use that to your best ability, the best of your ability, and keep going, because you may just be here for a much bigger purpose than most. And that's a great thing. Have a great day.